Sound check. Back in the building. One more time. One more time. That's how we do it, right? That's how we do it. Start this thing off. Woo! 5 minutes ago. 1, 2, 1, 2. Back in the building, everybody. Come on and have a seat. Black, hot, light. Shade running through it. Woo! Makes me want to say yeah. It's hard to start, right? Want to say yeah. Across the room, wanna say yeah. One, two, I think it's hard to start it, right? What's going on, Hank, on YouTube? Let me know how my sound is. If you can hit me on YouTube over there, Hank. Everybody on TikTok, come on in, have a seat. Tap that screen, family. Discussion. What's going on, Michelle? You know if you guys can hear my sound, all right? Woo! Alright, you hear me? That's what's up. Everybody get up in here for a minute. Woo! Black, hot, fire. I don't want to go too hard, you know. I've been out for 2 weeks with my damn voice, so I better go easy with my voice tonight. Gotta go easy. Maybe on TikTok, smash that screen for me. Tap that screen. Share the live. We got a good discussion going on there. Share the live on TikTok. Share that live. As we get everything started, come on in, have a seat. We'll start in a minute. We're going to talk about this controversy that we got going on right now, right? So tap that screen. We got controversy going on right now, sadly enough, but we're going to talk about it. This anti-blackness coming from the Arab community that's always been there. Woo! Shots will be fired tonight, unfortunately. Shots will be fired tonight. After everybody has been here, we get started in a minute. Everybody ran up from wherever they at, because we everywhere. Guys know we everywhere. So, everybody, give about 15 minutes for everybody to get on up in here. Everybody get on up there. We everywhere, family. Everywhere. So, it's gonna take a minute. Everybody get up in here. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble, BitChute. We everywhere. So, everybody be patient. And everybody, come on in and cultivate. We're gonna talk about this situation happening in Palestine and what's been occurring. Sadly, there's a backlash going on, and we just gonna discuss it. Come on in, have a seat. Welcome, have everybody up in here. Happy to see everybody. Woo! We say much love to everybody, wherever you watch this from. If you're on the TV stations, Roku TV, Android TV, Apple TV, Amazon TV, we got you. We got you. We there too. If you're on the Black Eye Pride Network radio station, we got you. If you're on the app, we got you. You up in the streets. Wherever you at, we got you. We everywhere. Whoa, girl of dreams. Girl of dreams. Oh yeah. We got you. Come on in, have a seat. Tap that screen for me. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. Damn, Hank, you on Instagram too. I said you on YouTube and Instagram, Hank. You're everywhere. Woo! Black hot diet. I need a damn haircut. Shape of all mess. I need a haircut in this piece. Woo! Black hot diet. So in a few minutes, guys, come on in, just have a seat. Woo! So in a few minutes, guys. Back on that roller coaster ride of life. There ain't no life better than yours, right? Back on that roller coaster ride of life. There ain't no life better than yours. No such thing as a life better than yours, right? Love you. Woo! Quite a bit of you guys on the TikTok channel. Smash that like button. Don't be stingy. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's free. Smash that like button. Smash that screen on the TikTok page, guys. It's free. It's not gonna cost you nothing. You're in this piece free. You get anything for free, so tap the screen. Woo! Black. Somebody might not be happy with the conversation going. It is what it is. I don't want to hurt nobody, but it is what it is. We aim to tell the truth here tonight. This is the Truth Channel. This is the Truth Network, Truth Radio Station. That's just what we do. And if it hurts you, it hurts you. Hit dogs holler. Hit dogs holler, unfortunately. But that don't mean, no such thing as a life better than yours, right? But hit dogs do holler. Hit dogs do holler. That's what they do. Woo! Hit dogs do holler. Woo! Black. Hot. Fire. Come on. All through holler.
Always gonna be a bigger house, so whatever nigga feel me. Always the people win that motherfucker love you, feel me. Always gonna be a bit that's better than the ones you got. Always gonna be some folks fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there.
Woo! So everybody get up in there.
Such thing as a language better than yours.
Everybody on YouTube, everybody on Rumble. I can't ask you guys on Rumble, man. My thing's not open on Rumble. I know you guys hear me on Rumble, but be gentle with me, baby. But still in yours. BitChute either. You guys see, I see you guys on BitChute, but I can't answer your comments. I got too many damn things open. You right? Woo! Start this thing. Won't let me start it. Okay. Let's do that. Here for the staff over there.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the Black Hot Fire Network.
This is the Black Hot Fire Network.
Black Hot
Fire Network.
Black Hot Fire Network. Black Hot Fire Network.
Media of the 21st century.
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 The media of the 21st century.
Media of the 21st century. As we diving into amazing conversation,
Get to discuss matters affecting African people, the African history, and the African identity.
Trying to bring up Pan-Africanism, Renaissance,
Relationships, life, politics, and everything in between. And we get to host some of the most amazing shows talking about the creative industry in the country and outside, studio interviews and covering events in the ground, where we play the best top 10 countdown in the country, and where we say nothing but the truth.
Do remember you can join us, download our app which is on the Google Play Store, and also stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com.
or remember to follow us on our social media platforms and win yourself some cash prize as you tune into amazing conversation.
The media of the 21st century. This is where everything
Black Hot Fire,
happens.
baby.
Right here only on the Black Hot Fire Network.
Alright, booyah. Y'all should see me now back in the building. Let's get this party started. Like this. Here we go. About to take off, right? Here we go. Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I am your host, Mr. Black Hot Pie. Always on that ass. Now we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America all the way over to the mother continent of Africa. Because we're truly one of the only international radio and TV programs, and that's what's up. I want to give a shout out to everybody who watches on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, everybody on Twitter/Rumble. Twitter/X. Everybody on Rumble, everybody on BitChute, everybody on TikTok, everybody on the TV channels, Android, Amazon, Roku, what's the other one? Damn, that's Amazon, Roku. Apple TV. And everybody listening to us on the Foundational Black channel, blackhotfirenetwork.com, and all podcasting platforms globally. So strap on your headgear, because you know what time it is when you hear this. Bring along. School's back in, stupid. Here we go. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Woo! Woo! Feels so good. Let that get up in you. Let that get up in you. Never gets old. Never gets old. Black, hot, fire. Now wherever you at, come on and smash the screen, hit the like button, wherever you at, you know. Grab a seat, get yourself your favorite beverage. You know, we don't judge. We don't judge over here. If it's alcohol, you know, do you. If you got a beer, do you, a soda, water, you know. I've been pour some water with my, you know, my voice. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Now shots will be fired tonight, unfortunately. Shots will be fired tonight. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Come on. All right. All right, welcome back, man. That never gets old. That never gets old to me. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday evening. Everybody's come back in whatever platform you watch is on. Like I said, we got people on TikTok, we got people on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, BitChute, Rumble. You know, we everywhere. Full spectrum dominance, and also on the TV stations. But I want to discuss about what was going on with the Palestinian conflict over in Israel with Gaza. So black people, you decided to back the Palestinians, and I said there was no problem with that, right? There was never no problem with that because we are a humane people. But I told you their racism is palpable. The white Arab, or you know, the white that's an oxymoron within itself because the original Arabs were black, were Africans. Arab is a culture, not a people. But these invaders came down, assumed the culture, and now feel like they're the original people there when they were not. You know, getting brutal tonight. Speaking of the facts, you don't like it, you know, that's on you. So, but we don't support any genocide. You know, it was unfair for the Israelis to come down and steal that land 70 plus years ago and commit a genocide. And so it was an ongoing genocide starting after October 7th. But it had been going on previous to October 7th. Okay? It had been previously going on, and the world had turned a blind eye to it. And us being humane, we decided to, you know, put our numbers behind the Palestinians. But I told you, I explained, don't get too caught up with them because their racism is palpable. And it was going to come back to bite you in the ass. I said, we support them from a distance, but we don't make it all. You've never seen any Palestinian or any Arab back anything that's concerning black people nowhere on the goddamn planet. Like I told you, they have open slave markets in northern Africa, and none of these Arabs have done a goddamn thing about it but participate in this crime. That's what they've done. So to go all in and pretend like you're backing in because it's about humanity when it's not reciprocal is absolutely insanity. It wasn't reciprocal. You know, our support was never reciprocal. So it sadly turned into the normal thing of somehow thinking that we were slaves and we were just, you know, it was our duty to back their ass. Not to be humble and feel appreciative that we came in on this side to support them and give a voice to their genocide. No, that couldn't be allowed to stand too long because, as you know, you got the 2024 election happening with Kamala Harris, no good ass, and they just assume the majority of black people are going to back this no good empty suit. Now, Kamala Harris is definitely what's the word I'm looking for? She is a phony, but a creation of mainstream media and the powers that be. So she's not even a real candidate. She never has been. You know, she's it's in the music industry, an industry plant, a political plant put there. So most black people were not feeling Kamala Harris. She's had the lowest poll numbers of any vice president in history. And so they parachuted her in to the situation that we see her in today as being a candidate, right? The leading candidate for president when she never ran any primaries. So to put her, to elect her as the leading candidate was undemocratic by itself. But these white Arabs tried to give black Americans an ultimatum that we did not vote in our best interest. If we felt that was Kamala. Now, I don't think Kamala Harris is our best interest, without a doubt. But some people do, and they have that right. So we were getting some paternal, person was paternal. And then it just became anti-black hatred. That you had the goal to think you could tell my community which way we should go, when you've never benefited our community one way or the other. So why then, and I told you guys, don't get too caught up, black people always trying to support other people's issues, because they always turn around and shit on you. Okay? The nature of the day, the nature of the world's politics is black on the bottom. Okay? And they feel good about that. And that's what they portray in everything they do. Black on the bottom at all costs. So I knew this was going to happen. I said, don't get all involved in this Palestinian conflict because they've never got involved with you one way or the other. Whether it be here in North America or on the continent of Africa, they've always been our adversaries. Always, through history. Through the Arab slave traders, that never happens. Remember, keep talking about the European slave trade. The Arab slave trade was much more brutal, longer, and still going on today. Where have these Palestinians been at? You go against that. Oh, nowhere. And all of a sudden, we're supposed to jump out in the middle of a moving car and scream and holler for Palestinian justice. For what? For what? For what? And then you got the backlash because elections come up. This, how dare you? How dare you decide to vote in your own best interest? And if you guys believe Kamala Harris was your best interest, I do not. You know, you guys know my feelings on Kamala Harris. But that's my decision to make, not yours. And how dare you try to castigate me for making a decision that was going to benefit me and mine. That's none of your goddamn business. We don't jump in your business to tell you where you should do, what you should vote for. We don't do that. Because we don't feel like we have that right to take those liberties, but obviously you do. And it became downright disrespectful. So you're getting some pushback. The idea that you want to talk about some morally upright, morally standing, and how we would be morally not seen as morally upright people if we did back your movement. I'm asking you. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. When have you backed any black people's movement? I'm asking. I'm asking like I'm a 13-year-old child. I'm asking for a friend. When have you ever backed any black people's movement in North America, in the Caribbean, in Africa? When? I want to know. This is somewhere in history. I'm asking for a friend. That you thought you could take the liberty and tell us where we should put our vote and where we're not. Because one thing, black people are not a monolith. So I don't even expect black people to vote the way I vote. I think Kamala Harris is dangerous. And that's not to help you. She's dangerous. She spoke. Both of them are her. We've had no real candidates. Whether it be Trump or Kamala Harris, they both support Israel. Because Israel owns this country. That's just the fact of it. That's the nature of the beast. That's why she run around doing the convention. We support Israel, give everything they need. So I get you. I understand your grievance. I get it. She does support the genocide. So I get your grievance. But your disrespect was unwarranted. Black people are not a monolith. We don't vote in a block, sadly enough. So, the idea that you were going to come and now suddenly show your ass, became a problem. And I said that was going to happen because you have your culture's anti-black. That permeates through your culture. How do you know? Because I've been over there. I've been on every continent. And you white Arabs, who are not even original Arabs, are racist as shit. You know that. That's not played. Like it's hidden. It's not hidden. You white Arabs who are not even real Arabs, okay? You're invaded. You're mostly Turks. Probably more like a Turk mixed Mongolian. And got a little bit of African because as you invaded, those cultures all mixed and intermarried, had sex, the rape, and everything else. Okay? To your amalgamation of many races. But you consider yourself Caucasian, so I'll give you that. Even though you're not 100%, but anyway. But that part of the world's always been anti-black. Racist as shit. Hell, I've always told people it's 10 times more the Arabic world is 10 times more racist than the European world. Where they scream that Allah shit to you. Allah! Man, if you don't get out of here with that bullshit to me, because that Allah shit ain't taught you how to have no brotherhood. Okay? You were given that, and the funny part about it, people know that your prophet was black. And when you say it's like, oh no, it can't be black, oh no. People in those areas 1,000 years ago were black people. They weren't you. Okay? What are you mixed people there? I know the media lied to you, white supremacists lied to you, and you gone with the lie, but the fact is you were not there. And whether you like it or not. Give me a second. Look at this video.
Black Americans and pro-Palestinian activists. And this was an uncomfortable watch. It was really difficult to, I think at this point we are all aware of this conversation, and we've all heard subsequent conversations about the divide between Black Americans and pro-Palestinian activists. And this was an uncomfortable watch. It was really difficult to sit here and...
The problem is, I don't know why it was uncomfortable. I told you guys when black people started supporting them, because we're humane people. That's what we do. We don't want anybody to go through any genocide. We feel that's wrong. Other people do not. So they love when we were back in their protests. And that's just what we do, because we don't believe in genocide. But I told you it was gonna come a day that they showed you their ass. I told you. Don't go hard for these people who have never backed anything you do, and they have such anti-black hatred. And that's just a fact. That's the community, whether they want to admit that or not. That's a fact of the nature of the beast. Okay? So I told you this was going to happen. They were going to build paternal. Now they had the rights, to tell you, what are you doing, not protesting with us and joining our cause. I told you. I don't agree with the genocide. But I wasn't about to jump in no damn marches with their ass. For what? When have what we done with other people ever been reciprocated? Ever. Ever. And the answer is never, 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 never. Never has anything we've done to help other groups ever been reciprocated. See? And you learn that the hard way through their racism. Because their racism is palpable.
Watch a black woman get spoken over, muted, and white woman tears essentially in action. But one thing that this video did is it did highlight very valid concerns about anti-blackness in the pro-Palestinian and Arab communities. Now this entire situation started because there were activists who were telling black Americans, if you're planning to vote for Kamala Harris, take the Palestinian flag out of your bio. You no longer support Palestine if you're voting for Harris. This is the same rhetoric that Maya was applying to Tory here, saying because you're voting for Kamala, you no longer support Palestine. And she lied to her followers and said that Tory claimed she would never support Palestine again because of this. So the anti-blackness was very much at play here. It exists in the entire conversation, but this is not the only context that it exists in. Anti-blackness has been a pervasive issue in the pro-Palestinian movement, specifically as it pertains to this election and votes for Kamala Harris. Now, there have been a lot of insinuations that black Americans voting for Kamala are putting in a vote for their comfort. They're voting for genocide. And we need to look at the bigger picture and realize that there is a lot more nuance to this conversation than we're allowing in. We should not be so obtuse that we don't recognize that our choices are between a third party who won't win, Donald Trump who will harm everybody.
Now, this is a white Palestinian woman telling the truth right here about the anti-black racism. It's real. It's palpable. And it's always been there. Now, I'm not saying some Palestinians are not good, but they're the minority. They're not the majority. Sadly enough, they're the minority. So her speaking out and telling the truth, she's the minority. She's not the majority. Their anti-black racism is palpable. So anybody get in your face and say that's not true, they're lying to you. And this white Palestinian is just telling you the truth. Because they got black Palestinians. Those are the black Palestinians, family, are the original people there. Okay? Which the white Palestinians call them Abid. That's the term they got for slaves. Right? The original people of that land are black. The black Palestinians that they never show. Ain't it funny? They never show these black people in Palestine. These are the original people there. Not these white invaders that come in that are Turks, Mixmen, Mongolian, whatever damn race, and half black, whatever the hell they are. Those are not the original people of Palestine. The Africans are the original people of Palestine that are still there, that are overlooked and called Abid. And whole cities in Gaza, family, called Abid. Whole city, whole areas, and they're being oppressed, right, by the Israelis. And that's factual. They're being oppressed by the Israelis, and that's a fact. But they still found time to oppress other people under their oppression. Make it make sense. They still found time to oppress other people under their own oppression. Make it make sense. I'm being oppressed, so it's not going to have me extend my humanity to you and don't oppress you. No, I'm still. So even if they had control of Gaza, it'd be the same like all the fake ass Middle East. The racism would be palpable because they were being oppressed, and I'm telling you, they are oppressed in Palestine. That's a fact. But they still took time to oppress the black Palestinians by calling them Abid and being disrespectful to them. That's the majority. I'm not talking about the minority. She's a minority. The majority. See, the black Palestinians are invisible because the racism in the Middle East, since they stole that land 2,000 years ago, really 1,500 years ago, it's off the charts crazy. Open slave markets today in Libya and all parts of goddamn, they want to tell you about that fucking Allah shit. Does Allah condone slavery? What kind of God is this that condones slavery? I'm asking them. I'm asking for a friend. That a wicked ass God says slavery is right. And it's part of humanity. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking. Call in 850-368-9102. Let me know if I'm wrong. 850-368-9102. I'm asking for a friend.
And Kamala Harris, who is at least a safe option for people domestically. We shouldn't be policing the vote of Black Americans when this choice directly impacts their safety and their lives. Now, don't get me wrong, Kamala is an imperfect candidate, but we can still criticize and hold her accountable while still understanding that she is the better option for everyone. Collectively.
No, she's not a better option for nobody. Kamala Harris is a no good, dirty puppet that they just installing. There's not been any kind of democratic process in having. They just put her in there. Nobody liked her. She's never got one vote. How is she the candidate of a whole party when she's never got one vote? Not one. This woman's not won one primary. Not one. But she's the Democratic candidate for president. Has never won one primary. You don't make that make sense. So you racist Arabs should realize most black people are not supporting Kamala Harris. She was never any friend to black people. She's just as anti-racist as you. She comes from an Indian clan who's racist as shit. Her people are Indian. And they're racist as fuck. Okay? But you should have known that. Instead of jumping out the window and coming at us sideways. What we decide to do that benefits us, that's our business. We don't fucking lay down, let you walk on us so it benefits you. You out of your rabbit ass mind? Well, obviously you are. You got confused. You lost your way. Let me, bring you back, help you understand. Okay? Now, I don't want you guys to be wiped out in Gaza. That's the humanity in me. I don't think it's right what they're doing. I don't. But ain't it funny? You went buck wild crazy talking to black people, but you never talk about the other Arabs who ain't done shit around you. Where's Saudi Arabia at? Where's Egypt? Where's Libya? Where's Algeria? Where's Morocco? Where's Jordan? Where are these other Arab lands, Iraq, these other Arab lands who's supposed to be supporting you? Why are you not mad at them? Why are you not screaming, hollering, screaming about them? Because somewhere in your racist mind, you thought that you could punch down on black people and we were just supposed to do what the fuck you thought we were supposed to do, whether it benefited us or not. That's how crazy your racism is. It's absurd. It's insane. So, hey, shout out to this white Arab. Tell the truth.
Pressuring and collectively asserting support for Kamala are not mutually exclusive ideas. We have already seen, following the protest of the uncommitted movement, that Kamala has been very willing to alter her stance on issues pertaining to Israel and Gaza. We need to keep pushing, though, and we need to stop allowing this divisiveness and this anti-blackness to exist within our community. We should be working.
You should be honest. The anti-blackness in your community, yeah, it's real. It's palpable. And to pretend like it's not real would be completely insane. You'd be insane to say, it's all in our minds. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. Nah, Your communities are racist as shit. That's a fact. Your communities are racist as shit. And I told my people, you do not lend your melanin to people who hate your ass. That's completely fucking stupid. You don't lend your melanin to people that do not rock with you, that do not, reciprocate what you give them. None of these Arabs ever reciprocated for anybody black. I'm waiting. I'll wait to hear. Well, they've opened slave markets today in the so-called Middle East. Today. So I'm waiting. Shout out to this white Arab right here told the truth. They're anti-black hatred. That's real. That's what it is. Whether you like it or not. Either you gonna tell me who the fuck I'm supposed to vote for. You're gonna be paternalistic to me as if I owe you any damn thing. I'm lending my sweat and tears to your movement. When have you lent anything to help me and my people in their movements? Oh, never. Let me say, not 1, 2, 3 times. Never. Never, ever. Okay? But I told people this was going to happen. I said, be careful who you support because they're going to turn crazy on you because the community is racist as shit. The majority, not all of them, because this lady's not a racist. She's a white Palestinian. She's not racist, but the majority are. The majority. Sadly enough, the majority. Not all, because never going to be 100% of anything. But the majority is, and that's just a fact.
With black senators, black activists, to ensure not only our safety as Arabs who are threatened in the Middle East, but ensure their safety as well as black Americans who are threatened here at home. I think at this point we are all aware of.
So I give her credit for that. Let me show up another video. So I give her credit right there. Let me see if I can find some other ones I had. Shit was crazy.
Let's not sit here and pretend like she cares about you or is going to do shit for ethnic minorities. Kamala is part of the system that you're fighting against. She's a sellout, just like every other token ethnic who gets into any position of power or political influence.
Well, that's true.
So we just gonna step right past you calling a black biracial woman a token.
She is a token. But, that's what I'm talking about. That's the crazy thing with black people. The Arab lady is right, but she's being paternalistic in her anger. This black woman's actually fucking crazy as cat shit. She's not a mixed black woman. She's Indian, okay? Her mama's an Indian, her dad's an Indian. There's no blackness nowhere in that, okay? I mean, you've been brainwashed, and you hear this white Arab woman, this white Arab British woman talking crazy. But, yes, Kamala's a token. That's why she never went through any primaries. So she is correct in that analysis. That's why they put Kamala there. She's not went through any primaries because no one would vote for her. It was an undemocratic process that made her the candidate of the Democratic Party. They knew she couldn't win any primary. She never got one. How are you a candidate and you never got one vote? What's democratic about that? Please. Once again, I'm asking for a friend. Help me out. How can you be the candidate for the Democratic Party when you were, selected undemocratically? How's that work? Help me out. Once again, I'm asking for a friend.
But fuck about identity politics.
It's giving identity politics.
I don't give a fuck that she's a woman of colour. I don't give a fuck that she's half black, half Indian, whatever the fuck she is. What you're not going to do is Obama this woman on us.
I wonder what that means.
Are there anti-
She's saying truthfully about Obama being a damn sheep and, a wolf in sheep clothing that never did shit for anybody but kill, maim, and hurt people globally. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying, black girl. She's not going to bomb us, but it has nothing to do with her. She's in England. It has nothing to do with her elections. She's concerned about her people, and that's okay. I understand that. She's concerned about the Palestinians. As far as black people, you always got this division: black British against black Americans about black Africans. At least they're unified in their, support of their own people. But that she got the right to tell us what to do in America now. I'm not here to fuck the vote for in Britain. I don't even know who's running in Britain. When they do run. I know you got a new prime minister, but I don't follow your elections. I don't tell you how to vote over there. Because that's not my place. That's not my place. And I'd be pretentious if I thought it was my place to tell you to vote for in England when I do not reside in Great Britain.
Like pro-Palestinians out there. Absolutely.
It's giving very much the call that's coming from inside the house.
Should they be held accountable for their anti-blackness? Yes, anti-blackness or any form of discrimination is not acceptable.
Unacceptable, you say? I mean, where's the accountability in the doing better part? I guess that's in the drafts, right? It's in the drafts. It's got to be in the drafts.
I'm the first person to admit that I felt an unconscious bias when it comes to shedding light on the struggles of black people, and I absolutely need to do better.
I need to do better. I'm only worried about now, because at least he's honest. I must admit I don't give a shit about black people when they go there. I must admit I must do better. I must do better now, because I only want to do better because I need you to help me with my protest. I need you to care about my shit. That's the only reason why I want to do better. I must do better now because I want to do better. I only want to do better now because it benefits me. Now I must admit I've never done shit concerning black people in your oppression and what bothers you, but I must do better. And I only want to do better right now because I'm fooling you, because I still want you to support my protests and my people. Now I understand I must do better when it benefits me. I must do better now. I must do better when it benefits me. I must do better now when it benefits me.
You're the first to admit it. I guess deleting the video was an admission. But I find it really interesting that black people, namely black women, are the demographic of ire here, because one or more have reacted to being aggressed upon for exercising their own right to vote in the way that they think is best. I find it even more interesting coming from someone posted up in the land of the OG colonizers who served up Palestine on a silver platter in the first damn place. But I guess, keep wearing that England shirt in hopes that you don't get spat upon by people in your own country. Just stay the hell out of black American business when you do it. Because this right here, it's proof you do understand risk mitigation.
Let's not sit here and pretend like she cares about you or is going to do shit for her.
So, what she's saying is, at least she's a man, there's another one admitted. They know they racist as shit. They know that. The idea that you come telling me that your whole culture's not racist would be you absolutely being insane. Your whole community culture is racist as shit. It is. And I told you guys it was going to come to the forefront as you put your melanin to help these people. I told you they were going to shit on you. So be careful. Go with a grain of salt. Don't put your whole backing behind a protest because they've never reciprocated anything. As this other white Arab said, I've never done anything for you in my life, but I understand I was wrong. I have to do better. I have to do better. Now, I know I have to do better, but can you please help me with my shit and protest the Israelis, but my people? Because I understand I have to do better now. I must do better. I have never done better. No, because your humanity is circumstantial. Your humanity, lady, is circumstantial. If the circumstances are going against you, then you want to have humanity towards us helping you. But you never thought when black people being slaves in your own land and being put upon in the Middle East that you would actually be humane. Because you didn't give a shit. Your community doesn't give a shit. That's why slavery runs rampant in the motherfucking Middle East today. It runs rampant in the Middle East today. That's a fact. So you never felt compelled to have any humanity to black people who are being enslaved in your culture. Now all of a sudden you find your humanity. I've never done anything, but now I must do better. I must do better. I must try to find my humanity and do better. I must do better. Okay? Alright. Well, we'll do us and benefit us while you figure out how doing better looks like. We'll let you learn how to get better. Okay? Before we decide to back any of your movements, any of your protests, we'll let you get better. And being a human being, before we decide to put our melanin behind your protests. Because you said you got to do better. And you never seen that. I know I did. I've been greedy. I've done nothing. I haven't given a shit. I never given a shit about you niggas. I have not. And I must do better.
If you are an American voter, you do not have the right to only focus on domestic issues and ignore what our country's
It's all these white, these people are not the rich people of the land at all. These are Caucasians, white people, Turks, and mixed people, alright, mixed Turks. You don't have the right. Let me listen to this.
I do. I absolutely have the fucking right. Excuse me, that show. Yes, we do. That's the amazing thing.
If you are an American voter, you do not have the right to only focus on domestic issues and ignore what our country's
Yeah, I do. I absolutely have the fucking right. Excuse me, that show. Yes, we do. That's the amazing thing about being an American. Now that y'all have shown your ass, like I was warning people back in November.
Exactly, shown your ass. I said that. I said we don't support genocide, but don't go out for people who have never gone out for you, have never shown you no damn humanity one way or other, have never reciprocated. We get these people when they left their lands coming in after the 1965 immigration bill that we marched in the street to do, right? The white supremacists allowed them to come in our neighborhoods and own businesses, and how they treat black people in their stores. Like absolute shit. Huh? The only reason why they're in this country is because we fought to open the immigration back in 1965. We did that. And what we do? See, they always believe in that white high superior power scheme. So they came in and sided with the white supremacist power scheme. They gave them loans, allowed them to get businesses, all blah blah. See, the white people didn't want their ass in their community, so they allowed them to have businesses in our community, set up and get rich off our goddamn backs. The idea is to always keep black on the bottom, and white on the top. That's the racial pyramid scheme that they've enacted all over the globe. But instead of befriending and trying to have some camaraderie, no, they didn't want that. We don't have no camaraderie with black people, because in their culture, black is supposed to be on the bottom too. That's their cultural norms. You're supposed to be a slave and talk too crazy and not give the respect. And these other goopy ass Muslim motherfuckers with this religion that these white people give you, they don't respect you being a Muslim with your ass. Okay? They ain't slave your ass whether you're Muslim or not. Screaming at Allah shit. Got me fucked up. What are you talking about? How you in brotherhood with people that enslave you? Sound crazy in the head. But that was their culture. Came here with their anti-black hatred, set up shops in black areas, became rich out of black people's backs, funded by the white system itself. That's who funded it. But I like this guy. You showed your ass. Let me start this
If you
over
are an
again.
American voter, you do not have the right to only focus on domestic issues and ignore what our country's
Yeah, I do. I absolutely have the fucking right. Excuse me, bitch. Yes, we do. That's the amazing thing about being an American. Now that y'all have your ass. Like I was warning people back in November of last year. Whew, the things that you have said. I mean, yikes. But you don't care about Gaza, hypocrite. Don't worry, we don't care about the cops continuing to have a field day with your people. Yeah! So, good luck! Go Israel. Finish the fucking job, okay? I mean, your little fucking performative stunt on the San Francisco bridge. Victims of that shutdown included someone missing a pre-op brain tumor surgery appointment and a surgeon who had to cancel all of their entire surgery schedule. That's what your little performative group did. So I'm gonna say, again, go Israel. Finish the fucking job, alright? This is America, go somewhere else.
So you ain't got the white people mad who don't care, but they that's their nature, they support genocide. But you want to be close with white people anyway. So isn't it funny? They come in, they want to be close to white people and white supremacist culture. But when white people come and smack them in the head, they want to run to black people. Help us, please support our protest, help us. Get the hell out of here. Support what? Do what? Help you do what? When? How? What are you talking about? Sound crazy as cat shit. And then like the white man didn't show their ass. I told you they were gonna show their ass. I told you they weren't gonna be able to keep that racism deep because they're racist. That's the culture. So even when you was helping them, nah, that racism was gonna come out. They couldn't keep that down. They weren't gonna keep that racism, guarded. That's who they are. They're racist. That's who they are. They weren't gonna be able to keep that shit under wraps because now you're helping them. That benefits them. You're out there in the street protesting with them, asking for their grievances to be addressed. That racism was gonna come out because that's the nature of the beast. That's who these motherfuckers are. That's the nature of the beast. And you gotta be told again, black people gotta be hitting your damn head. And to be hitting your head over and over again. To understand you don't benefit no other people who do not reciprocate the same humanity back to you. You don't give people your humanity with they'll never benefit your humanity. And you've seen them. The white men, they showed that they've always been showing us their ass. Since they got here. Since they got to America, allowed to immigrate here, they've been showing black people their ass. Am I not right? Yeah, this one. You see this one?
It was point blank Afrophobia, and you know what is the most disgusting about it all? Go and look at the video where this comment is coming from. Go and educate yourselves and find out what Nigeria has done for our country. Go and read up on the
Oh, that's the wrong video shit. Sorry. My bad. My bad. That's the wrong one. Had so many video shit. I don't know which ones I got no more.
You know why white people seem to have this almost erotic relationship with dogs? Like tongue kissing?
Not that one. You lost some other videos. Not that one. Give me a second, guys. Had a whole bunch of them. Seen it disappeared. So, I think I lost some of my damn videos, guys. Shit. Done had them all lined up. I must have lost a lot of them. But you guys questions. But all the people on TikTok, you guys go ahead and smash that screen for brother, man. Put in this work, smash that screen. You got all these TikTok cats in here on TikTok. Smash that screen on TikTok. Don't be selfish. Tap, 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 tap. There you go. It don't cost you nothing. You know, we try to right or wrong. If they can act right, you know, we try to right or wrong. You know? We're not trying to say everybody's gonna act right. But that's what we try to do. You know, we're trying to act the work. Make sure you sub to the channel, guys. Follow the page if you don't mind. You guys on TikTok, Instagram, follow the page, family. So we're just trying to right or wrong. And I'm trusting, if you want us to reciprocate within your movements, black people are always the first to jump in front of a movement and try to help other people. But it's usually never reciprocated. So I'm trying to teach black people, you do not give your humanity away for free unless you're getting some humanity back. And people have come to think that this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to put our bodies in harm's way for other people when they never do nothing back for us. Now I'm not saying it has to be tick for tat, but it has to be a form of respect that we're given. Okay? You guys have some groups. You want to join? Okay. Okay. You guys want to join? Look at live up. You guys want to come in? You got some useful to say. I'll let you come on up. Comments, but you know, all right, this camera's back up. Woo! All right, this camera's back up. Back up or what? Alright, there you go. Oh, God, technical shit going on. Alright, I'm back. Oh, God, technical difficulties happening. Oh yeah. All right, I'm back up. I'm talking about the Arab situation. I'm talking about the Arab situation that was going on. But like I said, I'm gonna segue to that. That's just part of the show I wanted to do, not the whole thing. Now, I'm gonna talk about Kamala Harris again. You know, there's no reason for us, no benefit us vote for this woman whatsoever. And you know, guys don't know Trump lover either. But if Trump's gonna get these illegal aliens, we got illegal aliens right now, guys, taking over apartment buildings, getting free housing, getting all kind of goodies once again. So it's not our imagination when we say we're about to air those other people in there and put them over black people. That's always been the scam globally of this white supremacist system. So now we got illegal aliens that have flooded the country backed by the Democratic Party, that have flooded us. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys.
turn out. Yeah, I still wanna turn out. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking no phone out. Why you messing my head up? Any night, any day, let me take you away from where you were just saying yeah. Better days when you're here with me, babe. 'Cause you're all that I crave, so I want.
They've been talking back and forth with this complex, the complex saying there were problems with crime, the city saying there were deplorable conditions at this complex. It all came to a head today.
A chaotic scene outside the apartments in the 1500 block of Nome Street in Aurora. Fox 31 found entire families on the street saying they had nowhere to go after the city shut down the complex near Colfax and Nome Street.
Earlier in the morning, a team of police officers accompanied code enforcement crews and went door to door in the 98-unit building, making sure everyone was out.
It's very difficult, Betty Rodriguez, who is from Venezuela, said. The city of Aurora said it shut down the complex because living conditions are unfit for human habitation, and there were code violations dating back to 2 years ago. The mayor of Aurora called
these damn bro, they got I don't know if that's the apartment right there or not. We had the whole Venezuelan gang go and take over another apartment, and then it was asking rent for the people that were living there. And that location, the police were not doing that because the owners of the building had asked for police help to try to clean these goddamn illegal migrant gang members out of the whole damn building. So this is what the Democratic Party has bought to the American people. And this is what we're supposed to be voting for. They talk about this hope and change, this old folksy nonsense. You can't explain nothing that they've done for us, nothing that's benefit to this country. You know, war after war that we don't benefit. So, you know, the identity politics not gonna work. Her being some sister girl, she's a black woman, that's baloney. There's no benefit to us. Bagging this woman. Oh, this woman, listen to this one.
I told you, America was arrested with an American criminal. Right now, as we're speaking, there are 2 apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado that have been taken over by Venezuelan gang members, right? To the point where they told the landlord, bro, you come around here, man, we're going to take your life, we're going to take your family's life, right? Now they're scared. Now they go to local law enforcement and say, no, we can do about these squatters, go to squatter laws. Bro, right? He says, man, try to contact the FBI. FBI say, hey, my man, that ain't our problem, right? The Department of Homeland Security said, that ain't our problem, bro.
Because they the ones brought them in here. That's been the whole goddamn thing. To fill us with illegal immigrants. You have to take over. That's why we get housing bouts and everything. That's what do you mean that's your problem? How's that the problem of Homeland Security? Or the FBI? How's this that your problem? This is a goddamn security problem. But you want to tell me you want to pass one of these heinous ass laws talking about for the security of American people? It's all a lie. It's a ruse. When they get a 9/11 garbage, when they created Homeland Security, oh, we need to take away some of your freedoms for your security. It's all nonsense. You got illegal aliens flooding this goddamn board, and if Trump is going to get rid of them, I support that 100%. All of it. Get their ass out of here. I support it 100%. Get their ass back to Venezuela, Colombia, Guatemala, Venezuela. I don't, whatever. But get their ass out of here. Giving food vouchers, $13,000, $14,000 of food. And you can't get the regular American citizen don't get shit out in the streets. They're giving free housing. Taking over whole apartment buildings. While she gives a fake ass speech at the Democratic convention. Yeah, hope and love and all. Our apartment's been taken over by illegal aliens. What are you talking about? Our apartment's been taken over by illegal aliens. Not this migrant shit they want to tell you. Illegal aliens here illegally. Not supposed to be here. And remember, Kamala was the border czar. They try to say she wasn't. She was. Because their policies were just like they doing in Europe, to flood us. They're the ones paying for them to get how they get here. They broke, they don't got no jobs. How they afford to get here? They're the ones paying for it. Line them in the middle of the night everywhere. Right? You know, get your hands back to Guatemala. And if Trump is going to get them out of here, I support that. That's something I can support. You know, certain policies they got, they want to do, I support it. If it's going to be Robert Kennedy and they want clean food, non-GMO food, I support that. You guys know I've been a Democrat for years. I've been independent. I don't believe we should be a part of any of these two racist ass parties. What policies are going to benefit us? You know, immigration hurts black people because we get what? Those black jobs. They try to make them a race. We know we get the black jobs, the worst jobs. This is a racist country. So you point out the obvious, you know, don't make me hate you that certain jobs black people have been mitigated to do. That's a fact. And since these new aliens are going to come in, those jobs are not going to be given to black men so they can support their families. So black men are going to have to turn to, once again, a life of crime. That's why they built all these prisons, family. They want black people to be slave labor. That's always the scam. That's always, we think America has more prisons than any other country on this planet. Because they want slave labor. They want black people to be the base of slave labor. They bring these other people in here to be a bumper squad and then give them money and housing off your tax dollars. Why they incarcerate you for any little small thing so you'll be the slave labor. This country's never got rid of no slavery. So don't let them gas you with nonsense. How the country's been fair and equitable for us. It's never been. The country's never been fair and equitable for black people. It's always been a goddamn slave colony. Always. You got homeless veterans who fought for this country, the black, living in the goddamn streets in a tent with no bathroom where they can't piss and shit any goddamn where. But you got people coming from Venezuela and other parts south that are coming and getting free housing, getting free food vouchers, and money, a monthly stipend. And you want me to vote for that? That's your hope and change in your goopy Obama speech, in your goopy ass Michelle Obama speech. What? Because I told you during her DNC speech, she didn't talk about any policies. They can't give you any policies that benefit to anybody, not let alone black people, just the people in the other country. They want to keep talking about Trump. Trump was on the end. You've been in 12 years of the 16, and the country's fucked up. So common sense and common math means you fucked up the country. You've been in power for 12 years of the last 16. War after war after war after war. You can't scare me with that fake Agenda 25 shit. That doesn't work. That's for the dummies. That's why the black people are always still scared. Ooh. I'm telling y'all, the scared niggas are dead. Okay? All the scared niggas are dead. Not gonna scare me when all Trump gonna be a dictator. That's what you did. You ones locked down the country. You one made people couldn't travel. That was you. Trying to tell you what somebody gonna do. I never seen you do it. You did that. Taking over a whole goddamn apartment building, terrorizing people who live there. Mostly in the black community, I heard they been terrorized, and then the FBI. Now let a motherfucker back in the day have some crack on the corner. Every FBI agent was at your goddamn house to lock your black ass up and take you to the slave labor camps that they call prisons. Oh, but they can't come help you. They can't come help you get these Venezuelan gangs that they brought up in here out of your goddamn apartment. They can't do that. But let it be a black kid on the corner selling crack. Every F5, every FBI agent surround the whole fucking neighborhood to put RICO statutes on you. To put RICO statutes on you in the whole neighborhood. Who you know? Do you know him? Everybody was fragmented into that damn shit. Because this country's not based on fighting any crime. Based on their white power. Okay? What is it based on? Unadulterated. White, savage power. So you got Venezuelan gang members in America taking over apartments and no one's doing shit about it. How is that even possible? Explain to me. Explain to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Help me out.
That landlord is like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why do I do? Bro, these dudes are collecting rent on behalf of the landlord in the building. And every single time somebody moves out of one of the apartments, they're bringing in more Venezuelan migrants in. Talking about they're patrolling the building with guns. Like, what?
How these Venezuelans get guns? How these legal immigrants got guns? Because the American government gave it to them. Talk about some fake ass gun control. Don't you ever give up your weapons, family. Talk about they're concerned about gun control. These fucking illegal immigrants have brought in weapons that they've been given. And now taking over whole apartment buildings in certain parts of the country. They want to gaslight you with some damn gun control shit.
In America? No way. That shit sounds like something out of a movie, bro. No freaking way that's happening right now. Imagine being that landlord, bro. He probably called in the bank like, hey, yo, yeah, man, the Venezuelan migrants got your mortgage payment. It was like the Venezuelan who? You owe us that money. You better pay up, bro. And there's nothing he can do about it either, man. Because if he try to do something about it, he gonna get locked up. Yo, I'm sorry, a lot of y'all don't like this, man. But if you're still convinced that the USA don't need a motherfucker like Trump, you gotta be fucking crazy, man. Trump is the only one that's gonna be aggressive enough, man, to come up to him like, hey, everybody get the fuck out, man, kicking doors down and shit, sending everybody over there, man.
I believe that.
At this point, man, it's needed. Whether you like Trump or not, whether you're a Democrat, it don't matter what you are, man. Shit is getting fucking bad, man. And if you think it's not gonna affect you, just give it enough time.
And they're the ones who did it. They want this chaos there because family want a civil war and they want to destroy the country from within. That's why this is going on. You don't know. It is all of a sudden now they got all these damn people just flood the American border like they are in Europe. You think this is an accident? Why this didn't happen 10 years ago, 30 years ago? Because they didn't allow it. They're doing now not because there's some kind of plan going on what they're doing. They've allowed this to happen. They allow these people to have guns. They have caused unrest because they want to be able to lock you down and say, now we need martial law. Okay? Everything's working to the new order shit. That's what's going on. What it is. Palestinians are Arabs. We're talking about they're not Arabs. They are Arabs. I'm saying they are. You don't know the I said the Palestinians weren't Arabs. Were you on YouTube somewhere? Where you at? You on BitChute? They are Arabs. I'm not saying they weren't Arabs. But if you want to go deep, I'm not going that. You're not even really Arabs. That's an African culture. The real Arabs were African, were black people, okay? Coming out of what's called no Saudi Arabia, it's called Arabia, the Arabian Peninsula. Okay, you people invaded. You white people, you invaded those lands 1,500, 600 years ago. Okay, if you want to be honest, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you've been told a lot of fake ass history. You've always been there and all that no crazy shit. Where you haven't.
Give it enough time, man, because it's only starting. I told you America wasn't ready for the Latin American criminal. Right now, as we're speaking, there are 2 apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado that have been taken over by Venezuelan gang members, right? To the point where they told the landlord, bro, you come around here, man, we're going to take your life, we're going to take your family's life, right? Now they're scared. Now they go to local law firms and say, no, we can do about these squatters. What's the squatter laws? bro, right? He says, man, try to contact the FBI. FBI say, hey, my man, that ain't our problem, right? The Department of Homeland Security said, that ain't our problem, bro.
Exactly, but no law enforcement can be their problem. But you remember having a little kid, little black kid on the corner says crack is fucking ATF, goddamn drug enforcement agency, FBI, and everybody else. It's not their problem. It's not their problem because they created the problem. That's what they want to happen up in here. Okay? You have the DEA, drug enforcement, everything else was in our damn community back in the day during the crack epidemic. You never got nobody called about, oh, that's not my problem. Never heard no shit like that ever. Never heard that's not your problem. That's not our problem. Never heard anything like that. Ever. That's not their problem. Oh, God, that.
People from Aurora, Colorado, someone who I really trust, and let me just explain to you from their point of view what's happening with this apartment complex that was allegedly commandeered and taken over by a Venezuelan gang, and also why I think we need to take this extremely seriously, while how this has already happened, and I feel this is going to continue to happen, and I don't think our local people are prepared to handle this. I'm talking about some of our government officials. These are just issues that they haven't seen before. So essentially what happened with this apartment complex, to update you on the story, if you're not aware, this huge apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado was just condemned by the city. Every single resident living in there, over 85 people, had to be evacuated. They only had a 6-day notice, and they completely shut down the building. Now, the city, the mayor is saying that it's being shut down because of repeated code violations. The owner and residents, some residents of the community, as well as residents of the surrounding community, are saying, no, that there's a lot more to this. It's actually a Venezuelan gang that has taken over and are essentially threatening people and not allowing the staff, the owners, to come to the property and maintain what's happening there. So you have two conflicting stories. My takeaway is, well, two things can be true at once. You can have code violations, but also have this other thing as well. So this is what locals are saying what happened and what I think happened as well. So essentially what happened is this gang come over. By the way, this gang is Tren de Aragua. They're from Venezuela, and they started in a prison. They essentially took over a prison, and that's what they do. They'll take over city blocks, apartment buildings, things like this, and essentially commandeer them. And that's what happened. So they took over this apartment building, and what they would do is they would wait for the older tenants to move out. Once those older tenants moved out, they would move in other illegal immigrants and essentially have them squatting in that unit, and they would pay cash to the gang. Wow. And that's what they would do, and they wouldn't allow the owners and management to come and do maintenance on the apartment complex. People that live in the surrounding area were saying that if you were to drive by and just look outside, it looks like third world slums. Not only that, there's tons of cars around the area that have zero tags. So these are cars that are not registered, and those are driving around just...
They don't have to register cars and have insurance because that's what they bringing in here. You don't have a tag, don't have a damn insurance, you'll get shot in the head being black. It is because they'll stop and shoot you in your fucking face. But they've allowed these illegal aliens to come and have cars, no tags, no insurance, no nothing. Because they want that anger to start to create this civil war environment they have, so then they can declare martial law. That's the scam they want to do. That's why they brought all these illegal aliens and allowed them to commit all these crimes we see them happen, because they want to be able to cause a riot and civil war in this country, where they can now say we need to declare martial law to get things under control. That's what, and then take some more of your freedoms away. That's the scam they're running, family. That's the scam. Because there would be no understanding why you allow millions of illegal immigrants to come over here that you have not screened. not scream none of these pedophiles, murderers, rapists. So with Trump with that rapists, murderers, gang members, all kind of shit you allowed in here. And then you allowed them to have weapons. But you want to talk about about this damn you want to tell me I'm not allowed to have a weapon? We need to turn your weapons in and all this other big shit. I'm asking again for a grant. What electoral demographic backs all these illegal aliens? I want to know. Help me out. No one. What demographic backs do they get free money? The EBT cards was thousands of dollars for food. But you got people starving in the street in America who can't. You understand how crazy this shit sounds? You know how criminal this goddamn country's become? This cabal with this fake ass news media giving you nothing but propaganda. They are supporting people from other countries, giving them free food. Thousands of dollars, not just a little bit they can survive. You try to get food stamps, they might give you $100, $200 if you're lucky. They're giving thousands of dollars of food vouchers. It's EBT $10,000, $13,000 for one person. $5,000 or $6,000 cash allowance and free housing. Who's doing that? Who's supporting that? No American citizen. What demographic is supporting that? Nowhere. They would have Obama and dumbass Michelle Obama tell you some they support democracy, but I got open gangs taking over fucking apartments. What are you talking about? What nonsense are you giving me? What democracy we talking about? Got a candidate that wasn't democratically picked by the people. There's one no primary, one no votes. What are you talking about? That's why you haven't heard this story on the mainstream media about these gangs taking over. No one has to have a license plates, or goddamn insurance. So let your black ass go out your house in your car, drive down the street without no license and proof of insurance and no license plate. See if they don't lock your ass up and give you some free slave labor. See if they don't lock your black ass up and get some free slave labor out your ass. Garlic black women get the birth. I hate to say I agree with you, Rick. I agree with you, Ricky. I agree with you. I agree with you. I hate to say it, I agree with you, Rick. I hate to say I agree, but I agree with you. This is fun. Gotta give me a second.
I don't need to be healed, and I don't want to move on, you know. This heart of mine is occupied, and I am saving a seat for you. Not a word when you come around. I'm used to getting my way around. Memory on the screen, and we know the dream. Baby, come back to me. Why feel this baby, you're begging me. I don't wanna be just a memory on the screen, yeah.
Never witnessed or experienced in your life. And we're gonna have black women hear me very clearly, because I'm gonna need you to prepare yourself for the biggest level of misogyny you have ever witnessed in your lifetime. That misogyny and racism, it's gonna be something you have never witnessed or experienced in your life. And
we're gonna have to prepare for that. As sad as that is as a reality, it is reality. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is to protect your peace, protect your mental health. And by that, I mean doing the following. Block out all that noise. And I mean quite literally block it out. Curate your social media feeds to block that out. Unfollow people who are not good for your mental health. Log off social media. Even watch your news consumption. Whether she wins or loses, that increased level of misogyny is still going to happen. Protect yourself, protect your mental health, protect your peace. Black women, hear me very clearly, because
I think there are so many black women right now who are nervous about Kamala Harris being the candidate to run for president. I think because we are triggered. Here's why. There is no one who knows what it feels like to be overlooked, even though you are qualified, like a black woman. I'm like triggered watching this, hearing people say, oh, she's not qualified. She is the vice president of the United States. But
she always got some cool black woman. She's not qualified. And if you do anything, so this is what Ricky's talking about, these dangerous brides. She's never qualified. She slept her way to the top, you moron. She's not qualified. She was giving up the coochie so she can get a job. That's her history. Okay? Whether you like that or not. And so you want to talk to this fake sister, because this is what Ricky's talking about. This black bride here is dangerous because she's a moron. She is not qualified to be vice president. She wasn't qualified to be Senate or Attorney General. She kept slipping away. The machine kept putting her up, you idiot. If you done any research on the woman, no. These are ones that is dangerous.
she's a black woman, so she's going to be overlooked. We know.
Shut up. She's not a black woman being overlooked. You're out of your fucking mind.
I don't know why I'll be so disappointed sometimes, because it's not like I don't already know. It's not like this is something that's new to me. We've seen this play out time and time again, and then we sit here as men, or as men that operate in our masculinity, because there are some men that's obviously following their girlfriends, their wives off of the front of a cliff. We sitting here, we acting like we surprised when we see people get up here and tell us what they really feel. Now, I'm appreciative. I'm very appreciative when I talk to people, I talk to women, and they tell me, listen, Anton, I don't care what you say. It doesn't really matter what the logic is. You can explain to me till you blue in the face. But when it comes back down to it, policy don't matter. Politics don't matter. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is I'm voting for Kamala Harris based off of the fact that she's black and she's a woman.
Here's what Ricky's talking about. You got some black broads in the community don't give a shit about policy or anything. It's all kind of based on nonsense and ignorance. And sadly, but I don't think that's the majority right now.
Hey guys, it's your girl Melanie, and this is Anton Daniels. I actually know Anton, but he speaks on the sentiment of what I've seen nearly categorically of the majority of black men. When it comes to Kamala Harris and it comes to the Democrat Party, there is a gender war. It's bigger than just the black community. Let me just say this. Across the board in most Western countries, I did a video on this some months back about how there's a gender divide. Women are voting left and men are voting right. And we're talking about in every country you can think of that you are seeing the dynamics of men and women going completely different politically. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I used to talk about feminism and all of that on my channel a lot. It goes very deep, but there's an agenda to divide men and women. I think the place that it is most divisive, believe it or not, is South Korea, where you see a steep, it looks like Pac-Man's mouth when you talk about how South Korea is between the divide between men and women politically, and men going right or conservative and women going left or liberal. But what I see in the black community across the board, and I've been on social media, I'm trying to gather up as much information as I can. I've gone on different posts on black accounts, such as like the Shade Room or Spiritual Word, or places where I see black women in particular, or black people congregate, and Kamala Harris is getting cooked for the most part. If you go on YouTube and a lot of videos that are in the black community, and they're talking about politics in any way, she's getting cooked, particularly by black men, and there's black women as well. But a lot of them see this as just another token, and if they no longer want to feel like they have to vote blue no matter who. They want to use something other than race in order to identify how they're going to vote. They definitely don't want to go by gender. But one of the biggest things that I've seen that black men have felt disenfranchised by in the black community is when it comes to liberal politics in the left-wing media, left-wing politics, is that they don't like men. They want to elevate women above men. This is a huge sentiment. You see this.
I'm glad they said that honestly. There's no room for goddamn men in the left wing. Even with that fake ass Black Lives Matter shit. Remember that fake ass organization? It wasn't about no black people and black lives. Told you in the beginning. And people got mad at me when I said that another fake J organization, fake. And then you go read the damn manifesto talking about we support transgender, trans men, homosexuals. What the fuck does that got to do with black families and the black man? It's not even included. So how's that got to do with Black Lives Matter? It had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. We didn't create it. We didn't fund it. We didn't back it. None of the big group was called Black Lives Matter. It had nothing to do with black people, and it was anti-black. Shit was crazy. That's why we're supporting on these left-wing lunacy-ass agendas. We don't support none of these left-wing lunacy agendas. They're going to say black people support Black Lives Matter. We did not. We knew from its inception it was anti-black. It had nothing to do with black people. That has to get white people crazy. Oh, Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. Because they know white people always pushed by their wicked-ass racism. You had to take time to investigate it. You would have realized it had nothing to do with black people. Black Lives Matter was made up by non-black people to push a non-black agenda to us and our community for destruction. That's why it was anti-black man, anti-male. How's it going to be Black Lives Matter as anti-black male? From its inception, it was anti-black male.
So much so in the dating market. That's where I cut my teeth in. And you will see in the dating market, there's a huge divide between men and women in the gender war. And it's all driven by the left. Wherever a woman feels, it's like this divinity is given to a woman. And whatever she feels, thinks, says, does, because she's a woman, she's better. Because she's a woman, she's oppressed. Because she's a woman, she needs to break through glass ceilings. And that men, more and more things, it's not that women should be equal to men, it's that women are really above men, is the sentiment. Now, if you're not entrenched in these conversations or any of this, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, or this is not something you relate to. But I promise you, this is what is going on. So the thing is, now with Kamala Harris coming out, I'm seeing.
I don't know why I'll be so disappointed.
I lost that one. The next one. Let me see.
But what are y'all going to do for black people? Remember another interview I saw with Kamala Harris, and she said, somebody asked her, what are y'all going to do for black people? And she said, we can't pass laws just for black people. She said this. We can't do things just for black. Well, Kamala Harris, can I ask you a question, Madam Vice President? If the Democratic Party can't do anything just for black people, why did y'all pass a law only for Asians? Why did y'all pass a law only for Native Americans? Why did y'all pass a law only for transgenders? Why did y'all pass a law only for LGBTQs? Why did y'all pass a law only for immigrants? If you can't do anything just for black people, this is what
immigrants run around here with EBT cards worth thousands of dollars, house vouchers, and spendable cash in their damn in their damn pockets. Spendable cash in their pockets, but they can't do nothing for you and me. Now you got black women that stupid. That what you talking about? You gonna vote for? You're that moronic talking about because that's a sister girl, all that old big ass shit. Propaganda give. This is an Indian woman who identifies as an Indian woman because that's what she is. I have no problem with her identifying as that because that's what she is. I got no problem with that.
Said It came out of her mouth. If you can't do anything just for black people, how was it possible for you and President Biden to do all these other things for specific ethnic groups in this country that some use benefit where other groups can take themselves? So another interview
the black man said they got to say.
Yeah, don't let these people mind rape you and mind screw you into forgetting about the fact that Kamala Harris said that she wouldn't do anything exclusively for black people and then turned around and did something exclusively for Asian people and then turned around and did something exclusively for white Jews.
Exactly.
Like, let's just be honest. Like, just because she's black don't mean I want to vote for her. Like.
When you move in silence, all you do is give you yourself an ability to talk you out of the.
See, that's why what Rick was talking. This black woman right here is dangerous. They're dangerous. Give her $50 million for what? What policies that she promised you? Nothing. This doesn't make any sense why anybody would back Kamala Harris. What she's saying doesn't make any sense. Kamala Harris' whole career has been anti-black. Her whole career has been anti-black. So what benefit are you doing raising this amount of money? What Ricky was saying in the comments, boy, this lady's done nothing for you and your people. How you identify with someone that's not black, claims that she's not black, and you get caught up with propaganda. And you're gonna put it in the White House for an image. That's why you single black women are dangerous. You are. You're dangerous. Very dangerous. Shout out to the other black woman that's understood this. This lady's crazy as cat shit. She's dangerous.
That you know you can do. To procrastinate, to second guess yourself, to believe your imposter syndrome, build in public. Tell people what your plans are. Tell people how you're going to get there. Show people that you are willing to do the work to achieve the things that you are telling them that you know you want to achieve, and let them cheer you on. Let them propel you forward. Because the people who see it in you will get you to where you want to go. You really do not have to do everything by yourself. Stop letting them play you into keeping your success.
Lady crazy as shit. And that's what they've done to black women. They've made them deranged. With this goopy feminist movement and the split from black men, the black woman becomes deranged. That's why she's lonely. She's like a deranged creature. Well, this lady doesn't make any sense. She's named no policies, no benefits, no nothing for supporting Kamala Harris. Nothing. Just some superficial, she's a black woman that she's not. Makes no sense. It's like a child voting. I just want to see the black woman's mindset. Let me see this one.
If you pro-woman, I got to hear what you got to say, y'all.
I am pro-woman, but in this situation, I don't think that she's gonna win. I think it's good for entertainment and us women and black women at that. But as far as you men, black, whatever color, I don't think y'all are gonna allow it. I don't think y'all are, and I think y'all
allow it. Now people gonna allow it. No, we're not gonna vote to cut our own goddamn throats. We don't even allow it. They get caught up in some goddamn euphemistic nonsense, some damn image shit. Backed by absolutely nothing. You're not gonna allow it. You're not gonna allow the image of the black woman to be the president. Then you talking about what benefits us in doing this, and she's not a black woman. She's never done nothing for black people. She's done something for everyone else besides us. So why would we cut our own throats by voting for this woman? Make it make sense. Help me, please. Make it make sense. The logic of the black woman is completely crazy. Yeah, this might be Big Cheese. Maybe right. This is some scary, childlike mindset.
we're gonna band together with your votes and vote against her. That's what I think.
Would you vote for it? Let me ask you a question. Would you vote for it?
Yeah.
Why?
I want to just be real honest with this. She's a black woman.
What? That's not stupid. She ain't a black woman. She, nothing. Why would you, so man ask a pertinent question. Why would you vote for her? I'm gonna go back and tell it again. I just be real honest, she's a black woman. I'm really fucked up in their head. Dangerous. This is what Ricky was talking about. Backed by no policies, no benefit, has done nothing for black people. Says she's an East Asian, South Asian woman, which she is. And she's there, and it's more around here talking to be real honest. She's a black woman. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? The fucker is dangerous to the black community.
I don't think y'all are. And I think y'all are gonna band together with your votes and vote against her. That's what I think.
Would you vote for it? Let me ask you a question. Would you vote for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to just be real honest with this. She's a black woman.
I mean, it goes back to what somebody was saying, where
do you not see how that's a bad idea?
Elaborate.
Okay, so we're in 3 proxy wars with some of the most powerful leaders in the world. She failed at the border, in which we have an estimation of 15 to 20 million people illegally into this country. That is literally overtaking and bankrupting Chicago to the tune of over $400 million per year, and they're in a deficit.
Logic don't work.
Out of business. San Francisco ditto. California, $65 billion deficit. New York, they're literally cutting trash, in which they are the rattiest, dirtiest city, and they've taken up resources as far as free healthcare, free hotels to the tune of $600 a day. They are literally taking over your schools. Your taxpayer dollars are going to fund the migrant crisis. She was supposed to be in charge of this. We have a failing economy. Every single day I see people getting on the internet talking about $30 an hour is the new minimum wage, because inflation is fucking out of control. At one point it was at almost 10%, depending on what city that you in. She has no policy, no record to stand on. One of the biggest things that she did in her career was lock up more black men than ever before. Exactly. Voting her in office on identity politics. The very person that she was under as far as the president of the United States of America, she called him racist during the debate, which shows you how fake she is.
Exactly.
And the only thing that we can stand on from a policy perspective is whether or not she's black and she's a woman. We did that during the Obama administration, and she didn't do anything.
They still doing it.
As a matter of fact, I'll complain because the only person that he did, or the only group of people that he really stood for is the alphabet community, and that's this landmark thing that he's still standing on today. So the only thing that we have to stand on is identity politics. That shit didn't work with Tiffany Henry in Dayton, Illinois. It didn't work with Karen Bass. It didn't work with Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. It didn't work with Brandon Johnson that then took over her position in Chicago. It didn't work with Andre Dickens in Atlanta. It didn't work with Eric Adams in New York.
Because black faces in high places don't mean shit, because they're all supported and funded by the powers that be, not by us. So we need to grow up. Black faces in high places mean absolutely nothing. And that's what he's trying to tell this young lady. It doesn't mean absolutely nothing.
Doesn't work across the country. Every single Democratic city is a hellhole.
Exactly.
And we sitting here talking about identity politics. Okay, so Paige, you pro-woman. I got you.
So I like to say, just common sense. So that's what Ricky talking about. Common sense is dangerous. Here we go. Let's see this. Now this part is what you're gonna support. Kamala Harris laughing about locking up black women right here.
So I decided I was gonna start prosecuting parents for truancy. Well, this was a little controversial in San Francisco. And frankly,
you got to tell a moron that he's locking your black ass up because she's a black woman. What are you talking about? You some kind of an idiot? Are you You brain dead? Obviously so.
That went bananas. They were very concerned because we didn't know at the time whether I was going to have an opponent in my re-election race. So I said, look, I'm done. This is a serious issue and I've got a little political capital and I'm going to spend some of it. And this is what we did.
I think it's rough because I asked the attendance officer, could she help me or give me some, make up some hours or whatever I can do. And she told me that she didn't care and hung up on me.
These districts that get federal funds are required to not only accommodate these parents so that their child can be in a traditional education, but to make reasonable adjustments in their policy, which can include attendance.
Now, the school district superintendent said this is an extreme case and action simply needed to be taken. Worst case scenario for Andrea Black, she could go to jail and her son could be put in foster care. She says she is desperately hoping that doesn't happen.
So I decided.
So her policies was locking up black men and women, right? Because unfortunately they had the money for busing of their children to school. Crazy. The black man, the black woman.
So Harris stepped up as the Democratic nominee. All I've been seeing on my timeline is black women saying that they were voting for her simply because she's the same gender and the same color as them.
Crazy.
Like, is that all it takes? She just gotta be the same color and the same gender. She got your vote. You don't care about any policy. You don't care about how she treat people. It's simply based off of color and gender. She got your vote. Well, if that's the case, would you vote for Candace Owens? They play the same game every 4 years. The other 3 years, they don't give a shit about us. But come election year, yeah, they got our best interest at heart. They fighting for us, right? Yeah, I'm not falling for that shit. It's not a fact, it's just my opinion. But I don't think Joe Biden was getting the amount of black support for the Democratic Party that he get. So they had him step down. They Kamala Harris up. They do. If black people see a familiar face in office, that's where their vote will go. And I told you exactly what's going on. Y'all voting for her simply because she's black, simply because she's a woman. And that's really sad. Like, it's okay to think for yourself. Ever since Joe Biden stepped.
Crazy. So that's the vibe we had, family. And we're gonna wrap this thing up. Been on for over 2 hours. Wrap this thing up, family. Let me share this real quick. Nah, I'll share it later. Not tonight. Wherever you at, everybody, follow the page. Subscribe wherever you at. Subscribe and follow the page. We'll wrap this thing up. Say much love. Like I said, it's been a problem with the Arabs. In the situation concerning black people, supporting them. No. We don't support nobody that do not reciprocate the same support back to us. So say much love, family. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. We out. We about to be out. Woo! After we end this, black, hot, fire. Everybody have a good week. Starting off, much love, family. Everybody get up. Woo! We out. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Come on. We out. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Bring it along. School's out. Everybody have a good night. Bring it along. School's out. We out. Slide by the TikTok and my most TikTok pages be out. Woo! Black hot time. What's up, man? We out. We out. Black hot time. Black hot time. Everybody have a good night. Take care of yourself on this week. Peace. Woo! Black hot fire. We out. We out. We out. Woo! Woo! Black hot fire. We out, family. Have a good day. Have a good week. What's up, everybody? I'm out, fam. Peace.